Hi, this is Deborah from dinglefoot.com, and this week I'm going to show you another technique you can use, and this time I'm going to be using Tim Holtz's bricked embossing folder. This technique will work with any of them. I am going to use peeled paint distress ink and also fired brick, and I have my ink blending tool also with the foam on it. I'm going to use a swirl stamp from Autumn Leaves and also 3 of my little handmade roses, and you can find out how to make these on my other video. I'll put a little link at the bottom. And I also have a piece of white cardstock, and this is what I'm going to be embossing and inking. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I do anything with embossing my paper, I am going to first of all put peeled paint ink on my stamp here. Let's see if I can get it here. Kind of doing this sideways so it's a little harder. I'm going to put this one at the top. And it doesn't need to be straight, just whichever way you want it. I'm going to also put one at the bottom. Kind of want it facing this way. So there we go. My paper is stamped, and now we're going to emboss the paper. I'll just put our paper right in the folder. The part with the writing here always has the raised design, so we're going to stick that in there. Put my embossing mat on top and go ahead and run it through. Okay. Grab our paper here, see what we got. Okay, so we have a really nice brick pattern on the front of our cardstock there. So now we're going to go ahead with our ink and ink it up. Alright, I'm going to grab my fired brick ink and also my ink blending tool. I'm going to pounce that in there really good. And I'm going to just go ahead and go over the whole design. Okay, and you can add whatever colors you want. Since it's a brick wall, I'm just going to do the fired brick color. And now I'm going to take my paper, and you can do this if you have a ruler edge you want to use or something. I'm just going to tear this by hand. I want this to have a nice ripped edge. This is really nice too if you have a colored cardstock with a white edge, but this is going to work great. Just ripped a little edge on there. Now I'm going to take my same ink tool with the peeled paint ink this time. Dip it right in there. Just go right over the torn edge. Simple as that. And I could just go around the edge just a little. And there we go. If you can see, the corners kind of got inked a little. So now this is just going to go right on the front of my green card. So I'm going to grab my adhesive here, attach that. Just line it up with the back of your card. Okay, and now I'm going to use my hot glue gun just because it's a lot easier to put the roses on. I don't know if I mentioned I have a small piece of ribbon here, and I'm just going to make a loop and just put it kind of in the middle there. My ribbon's quite long, so I'm going to have to make that just a little shorter. Clip off the edge. Grab my scissors here. Just clip off the extra, and I'm going to just use my hot glue gun. Hopefully it's hot by now. I'll just put a little blob right there in the middle of my card. Oops. take a little loop and just stick it right in the glue there. I'm going to have to use another little bit or it's not going to stay there. Okay, let's bring that across. And I'm going to grab my little roses that I made and just give them a little dot of glue on the back. And just arrange those the way that you want them on your card. These little strings are really simple to take off later. Just kind of wipe them off. And now all I really need to do is just grab a little greeting. You could stamp it. I'm just going to use stickers here. I'm just going to put a little, let's see, we'll put it this way, a little happy birthday on there. And that's just a fun technique to stamp your paper first and then do the dry embossing. It just gives it a really neat look. And then of course your ink is going to bring out the design a lot better. Kind of got that sideways. See if I can fix that. Okay, there we go. Really simple card. I hope you have fun trying this technique. It makes such a nice vintage look. Thanks so much for watching.